good team, but I think we've proven it just by losing on Friday nights against LSU and Vanderbilt, losing 1-0 and 3-2, and the way that we lost them. Emerson Hancock, arguably the best guy in the country, loses 2 heartbreakers on Friday nights, and our team bounces back against LSU and Vanderbilt, 2 top 5 teams, and they're legitimate top 5 teams. And so I think it shows that our team is a pretty tough team. We are beat up, and we're just overcoming. Chaney Rogers is making plays like you just wouldn't believe. The play he made there in the 9th inning, that changes the game. He hits a double there. It's a whole lot different. Tyner comes to the plate. So guys are just stepping up. Shane Marshall struggled at the plate, but he just caught a 1-hitter. And that's all we kept telling him, just hang in there and just catch a winner. And so guys that are filling in and stepping up. Brandon Jernigan got a big hit, big RBI. And, those guys were not in the lineup on opening day, and they're here right now, and we're in first place with those guys.
I know on Thursday when we talked, you challenged the starters about, guys, you got to go deep in this series. In every game, and every one of those, all 3 young men stepped up and did what you wanted. Just how key was that to y'all's success this weekend?
Well, we don't win, obviously, without our starting pitching, and for those guys to give us length in the game, to take it easy on the bullpen, so to speak, even though Christofac threw on Friday and he threw today. They weren't taxed as much. Friday was tough. When you lose, and you lose with Christofac and Shunk pitching, that's really tough because Shunk took himself out of the weekend because he threw too many pitches on Friday. So he couldn't pitch Saturday, couldn't pitch Sunday. So now your bullpen's short and you lost. So it's a little bit of oh no. But C.J. Smith picked us up. He gave us a great outing yesterday, and then Cole Wilcox finished it off. And then today Tony just kind of fought himself a little bit, and it's really amazing to say that he fought himself and he threw a 1-hitter, and only gave up 3 walks, and it just was really tough. And I think that's what he showed. He showed his toughness and just overcame some adversity and got us through the 7th inning. I think the 6th inning was the key, because getting 3 innings out of Zach, I probably would have used Justin Glover too. It's a little bit tougher, and for Tony to be able to have the quick 6th inning and enabled him to throw the 7th, and I think that was the key to the game.
He threw, I think, 117 pitches. Is that the most he's thrown?
That's the most that he's thrown this year. That's the most anyone's thrown this year. We've taken care of our arms, and we've enabled our pitchers to be able to have an outing like that, because I think the most before today was maybe 106 for anybody, and he had an extra day too. You think about it, last week he pitched Saturday at Kentucky, so had an extra day. We told the starters, hey, we're going to take the leash off of you and let you go a little bit, and all 3 of those guys were great.
What was it like for these guys to go up against J.J. Blade and Austin Martin?
Well, they're great hitters. So their lineup 1 through 9. I think it's arguably the best lineup in the country. When you just see top to bottom, when you're watching film and you're getting ready for these guys, it's a little bit daunting to get ready. And as a coaching staff, we sat down, and I thought we put a really good plan together. I thought we positioned really well. When you look at a lot of balls were hit, and we had guys standing there. And, we sat down as a staff, and we watched a lot of film and a lot of video to get ready for this game, just like we always do, and just like Vanderbilt does too. But you know what? I thought our kids executed the game plan, and, they just played really well. I'm just really happy for them.
To hold the top 3 guys, I think we got 3 for 36 combined. Would you have thought that going in? That would have been a possibility?
Well, I just said on the radio, I looked at my notes. I had the whole series, the spray chart for the whole series in front of me, and when Austin Martin led off the 9th, I just kind of glanced through it and noticed he didn't have a hit. He was 0 for, and of course I jinxed it in my mind. I'm like, oh no. So I just said, no, forget about that. And when we got him out, I kind of took a breath, and then I heard Coach Gaspard said that he's 0 for the weekend, which he's a big leaguer.
He's hitting 440 coming in.
Yeah, he's going to play in the big leagues. He's a really good player, and I thought we pitched him really well. And he hit some balls hard, and he hit some balls at people. Blade, I think, is the best hitter in the country. I think he's a first-round pick. He's a really good player. And, we robbed him there. It's a double, and we robbed him, and he hit some balls really hard that we just happened to be there. So to be able to take away the middle of their lineup, which is really good, I think it just hats off to our pitching staff.